Let's go to the very important bowl game, as Minnesota and Syracuse fans know from last year, the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
In another stadium, baseball stadium. Hey, we just previewed the Fenway one. Now we're in a Yankee Stadium.
Rutgers, Maryland. Rutgers catching 1.5 here. Miami's starting quarterback is going to be Ja'Curry Brown. How do we feel about that, Miami fans? I don't know. I mean,
Can it get much worse than Emory Williams against Florida State?
I don't know if it can. I really don't know if it can. On the other side of the coin, is Gavin Wimsatt a very, very good quarterback? I don't know about that.
Can I interject about that real quick? Let's just talk about like how the Rutgers staff actually feels about Gavin Wimsatt. They are actively trying to bring in Ethan Kaliak-Manis from Minnesota, a guy that was pretty much
Probably the worst quarterback in the Big Ten this year.
well, I mean, Deacon Hill would like a word with that. But
Oh, yeah, that is probably true.
in terms of like starting quarterbacks to begin the year, yeah, he was terrible. And he wants to reunite with his old offense coordinator, which I totally get that there in Rutgers. But yeah, I don't think Wimsatt's and we haven't seen it all year. Like he was a high recruit. Sure, last year he struggled as a freshman. This year he kind of hadn't made much progress. And he's just super limited in what they want to do. And they just lean on Monahan and a good defense and win some ball games that way. But they also they won some ball games. And I think you have to credit them for that.
It's a good defense, right? It's a good defense. Now you're losing Max Melton, their star corner, brothers with Bo Melton. If you're an NFL draft junkie, uh, you get Kaminanga though. I mean, Aaron Lewis is pretty good as well. Their defensive end. I mean, you got some good talent on this Rutgers defense, excluding of course Max Melton. You're missing him, but I'll be taking Miami. I just think if Rutgers wants to run the ball, are they going to be able to run the ball super effectively against Miami? I don't know.
So.
That front seven is young, hungry, mean. I like that. I like that front seven a lot for Miami.
Not a lot of significant opt-outs or transfers on either side of the ball. The main one for Miami is going to be Colby Young.
Well, Tyler Van Dyke, I guess.
Yeah, sure. But he also, I don't think, he realized he was not going to have a starting job next year. They're looking to bring in somebody else. And he kind of got benched midway through the year.
But here's the thing. Here's why Miami's opt-outs are not significant, right? You're losing Cam Kitchens and James Williams, two NFL safeties. Is Gavin Wimsatt going to be able to take advantage of that? I would be more concerned if you had more guys in the front seven leaving, right? Leonard Taylor obviously is a good player, but I don't think that they're like relative to like what Rutgers is. Like if you were playing a different team, I would say that that's a significant loss.
Yeah.
Like both the Cam Kitchens is really good. James Williams, personally, if you're asking me, I don't know how good those players really are. I think Cam Kitchen's getting a lot of first round hype. I'm not sure if he's on my first round draft board at all, but I'll take Miami. I'll lay the 1.5. I think this line should probably be bigger, but again, there's some uncertainty with Miami's defense and Ja'Curry Brown playing quarterback. So I can't I can't feel confident enough to like actual lay actual cash on this game, but I'll take Miami.
Yeah, I do think. Yeah, you mentioned those opt-outs. That's a good point. I meant in the transfer portal when I said that. But yeah, Kitchens, is a good play, very good play. Both those guys are NFL. All three of those guys are going to be NFL players. Taylor Hurts. I like Williams around the line of scrimmage as he's a bigger safety. But yeah, I think what Ja'Curry Brown does well, and I think it'll kind of play to their advantage without a guy like Colby Young, is he's a really good runner with the ball in his hands. He forces a lot of missed tackles, pretty explosive with his things. He's got 16 first downs in his limited action as a quarterback there. I think they'll ride that offensive line that's gotten better as the year's gone on and really get after Rutgers. And their strength of Rutgers defense is their secondary. And they haven't really played a guy as mobile as a guy like Ja'Curry Brown. And I think they could really come into factor here.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You were high on Rutgers at the beginning of the season. You took their over. I was a little bit scared to do that. I was actually higher on Miami this year, and they kind of let me down, but they go 7-5. I thought that they'd have a little bit better year than that, but still, I still think there's just way more talent on this Miami team.
Yeah,
way more talent.
I'm gonna go Miami here. -1.5 is way too low, and it's even getting smaller. I think as it's been going on, which is crazy. Yeah, give me Miami here.
Yeah. Hey, what if look, we're recording this December 22nd. What if the next couple days Razminiak gets the nod at Minnesota?
I think he's already turned it down.
Oh, really?
It's the Rutgers defense coordinator. A lot of Minnesota fans wanted him because of his ties to PJ Fleck in the Minnesota program. being there before he came over to Rutgers, and has had a really successful defense there. Sounds like he got a big pay raise to kind of lock him down for the year, and he's gonna stick with Rutgers there.